It's really a pleasure for me to be here in London, to be here in England. It's a pleasure to be in Premier League at the moment the best championship in the world. And I am very happy to be here in Chelsea. I have to know the characteristic of the players because I think I don't want to do another Naples. I want to do a good Chelsea. I have to respect the characteristics of the player. I have to adapt myself of the characteristics of the championship and of the players. So. What can I say? That now I am studying my players. I enjoy the match for 75 minutes, not in the other 15. In the other 15, it was better to smoke, I think. But I think it was a wonderful match for everybody. In Italy, is a war before the match. But during the match, I think that in Serie A, after 20 minutes 2-0, the match is finished. Here is a party before the match, but it's a war in the match.
Which do you prefer? Do you enjoy that?
I prefer here. Alonso, I think at the moment in this position, like left back is maybe the best in Europe. Physical qualities at the top level, I think. He's doing very well in the offensive phase, but I also think that he can improve in the defensive phase. And so if we need to improve in the defensive phase, I think he could be the best left back in the world.
We're quoted in the international break talking about smoking and how your father asked you to quit while you were here, and you managed to quit.
Cioè sei riuscito a smettere di fumare?
At the moment, no. But my father told me to stop in the last 20 years, I think. But he is the only one who put me in doubt. But unfortunately, at the moment, I am not able to stop.
Would you like to?
Ti piacerebbe smettere? Ci hai provato?
For 1-2 years, yes, not no more. Then I'd like to start again. I thought that Hazard was one of the best players in Europe. But now I am changing my mind because maybe he is the best now. And I think also that Hazard can improve more. I don't want to read anything because I know very well that in football, especially for a coach, we have positive periods and negative periods. And in a negative period, I want to think only with my mind. And so I am trying to not to read anything. After the match, I have spoken with Jose, and immediately I have understood that we were wrong. So I have spoken immediately with the member of my staff, and then I bring him to speak with Mourinho and to say sorry to Mourinho. Today I prefer to speak Italian, first of all, because I want to send a message to my players, and I want my message to be very clear.
Extremely angry, very angry indeed, because this defeat was due to our mentality more than anything else, our mental approach, because we played against a team which mentally was far more determined than we were. And this is something which I can't accept. We had a similar issue in the league game at Tottenham. We spoke a great deal about that particular loss and our approach at the time. I spoke to the players. I thought that we'd managed to overcome this issue. But it seems to me that we have this issue having a sufficient amount of determination, being mentally solid and having that determination. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all, because I prefer to come into the press room and indeed into the changing room, speak to players, speak to you now as well, to talk about the tactics and why we lost, perhaps from a tactical or strategy point of view. But the fact of the matter is that I'm fine. It would appear that this group of players are extremely difficult to motivate.
In that moment, I wanted to talk with them alone, without anybody, because, as I said before, I needed to understand, because it's impossible to play in a so different way the first half and the second half. I cannot understand why. But I don't know exactly. I want to try again tomorrow, because we need to solve this problem. Maybe we are not at the top of the Premier League at the moment, but we are competitive. We cannot lose 4-0 against Bournemouth. First of all, I want to do very well the plane A, I think, because I don't want to change something that at the moment doesn't work very well. First of all, I want to see my football played very well. I am worried about my team. I am worried about the performance. But my job is always at risk. So I am not worried about the club.
Could you hear what the fans were chanting?
Puoi sentire quello che diceva?
Not really very well, but sometimes yes.
So, I mean, they were chanting "fuck Sarri ball." Have you ever had anything like that chanted at you before?
Hai mai sentito qualcuno che ti dicevano fuck Sarri ball?
No, but for everything there is the first time. It was a big misunderstanding, because by phone I understood that he had a cramp. And so I didn't want the goalkeeper go to the penalties in that physical condition. I realized that the situation only after 3-4 minutes, when the doctor arrived again to the bench. And in the meantime, I wanted Caballero on the pitch, and the goalkeeper wanted only to let me know that he was in condition to go to the penalties. So it was only a big misunderstanding. Kepa was right, but in the wrong way, I think. In the wrong way as comportamento.
Perhaps the way he behaved, he conducted himself.
But mentally he was right. He was able to go to the penalty. But I realized that everything at the end of the match, when the doctor arrived to the bench, not before.
You seemed pretty angry.
I was really angry.
Maurizio, your future is always under scrutiny, but do you think...
And the old?
Sorry?
And the old? The son is happy with you or no? No, if the situation is like this, I want to go immediately. Because you cannot... 10 months of work and then I have to play everything in 90 minutes. It's not right. It's not the right weight. Or you are happy about my work, or you are not happy. The season was really very difficult for us. But I think at the end we are happy. We are happy because we went in trouble 3 months ago. We were able to react very well. At the end we are in the third position. At the end we reached the target of the club.